It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Geno Smith. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bears and the Dolphins, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On second down, it's Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season's starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Second down and 6 now. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Oh, heck of a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw is incomplete. The Bears at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Smith on first down. Open man here is Conklin. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Now 2nd and 5. Now Geno. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. His third rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Lawrence on third down. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Bullard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And to the left side here, Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Geno down to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
Now Geno on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. But...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Conklin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Dexter Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A gear for Walker running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now Smith.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action with Lawrence.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Adams, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun, Smith.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
Achane gets it from the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Geno. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To the air again, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Smith. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Bears.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Open man here is Conklin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Smith throwing again. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
They'll run Achane.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Smith. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now Geno on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here's 2nd and 3. Metcalf motions left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, back to Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Again, it's Achane. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Smith. This is caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Achane is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from De'Von Achane. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Lawrence.
And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Geno now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
They'll try and run it with Achane.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit, because you and I both know, heck, they knew, but this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport, because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there, but think about how wide open things are now, because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So for Chicago, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and front and center is Sam Laporta. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Lions and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Prescott looks to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They'll throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A beautiful fake. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by Aaron Rodgers, who won Super Bowl 45 right here in this very stadium.
And in fine fashion, too. The MVP, what did he throw for? Over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns.
Boy, he had a big day, and they needed every bit of that in beating Pittsburgh for another championship for the Green Bay Packers. But when you watch him play, how much fun is it to see him go out there, dissect defenses with not just his arm but his mind? And I think his ability to move is a huge part of his game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. That one a first down pickup of 8. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers being chased out left. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Coming left is Kamara.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You talk about this Lions defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And the Lions first down.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Montgomery. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Lions are 12-2 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet, just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This to Laporta, right side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Montgomery on the counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Coverage by Jack Campbell.
Kamara up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taking it about the 36. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Open man is Duvernay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught, and it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Devin Duvernay
there to make the grab.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st down, Lions.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At their 49-yard line.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Throwing now is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me a...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
James Mitchell
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 10.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Prescott now on second down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Oh, the return is Bowden.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Kamara try the right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 1st down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott yet again. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Schoonmaker.
From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Cowboys 17.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
That pass caught. It's Williams. Now inside the 25. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cowboys 17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Second down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37.
Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. He was covered.
They
by
tried the
Brian
throw
Branch.
on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. To the air again. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Here's
4.
Prescott. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Cowboys first down.
Throwing, Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Prescott off play action. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. And the Lions first down.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.